welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today we're talking about food, glorious food, my favourite topic. For those of you that have watched this channel for a while, or know me from my own channel or Instagram, you'll know that I love food forever and ever and ever. Although I definitely know that there are actually some crazy foods out there. They may or may not seem normal depending on what country you're from. So join me as we go on a big food fest and talk about the craziest foods that people eat around the world. Also, let me know if you've ever eaten any of these things. I for one have tried a couple of things on this list. Guys, we have a social media now. You may follow Landon, Danny and I separately, but now we have a centralized Most Amazing Instagram, which you absolutely need to follow. Find us at Most Amazing Official. We're going to Finland for number 10, where they eat blood pancakes. Blodplatter, that's what they call them. Blood pancakes may sound like a vampire's brunch of choice, but they're considered pretty normal in Finland, Norway and Sweden. To be honest, they aren't a lot different from black pudding in the UK. Personally, I'm not too down with eating blood, but you know what? Each to their own. Some people are absolutely all about these pancakes made from whipped blood. Whipped blood, two things that should not be said together. In Finland, pork blood is usually widely sold in supermarkets, and these pancakes are often served with lingonberries. Sometimes they're also served with, kids please block your ears now, reindeer meat. Yep, blood pancakes with a side of reindeer meat. What is this hell? Taking a little trip from Finland to Iceland, we're all about rotten shark at number 9. I can personally tell you that this is disgusting. To me anyway. I wouldn't want to offend any Icelandic people that are brave enough to eat this. I recently went to Iceland and I wanted to try out a local delicacy, so I tried fermented rotten shark, and whoa mama!
Okay, I'm gonna go for a little piece first.
I actually included my reaction to eating it in a vlog I made about Iceland. I'm just gonna leave a link to it in the comments box below. Yeah, it's gross, it happens around 3 minutes and 30 seconds in, and wow, it's pungent. Once again, respect to you if you are Icelandic and you eat this dish. Woohoo! I for one really needed the schnapps that it was served with to wash that baby down. You know, like, if you need a side of alcohol on the side of your meat, it's probably not the best, but snaps me up. Hip hip hooray, it's jellied moose nose at number 8. Jellied moose nose is a delicacy from northern Canada. Now I live in Canada and no one I know in Ontario eats this, but apparently up north in a lot of First Nations communities, this is a popular delicacy. There is a video on the Wild North YouTube channel that shows a Canadian guy cooking up a moose nose. It's actually culturally pretty interesting, but why the nose though? Taking things to Bonnie, Scotland at number 7, we have stuffed sheep's stomach. Haggis. Oh, haggis. Sorry, Scottish friends. Widely considered Scotland's national dish, haggis is a sheep's stomach stuffed with diced sheep's liver, sheep heart and sheep lung. It's a sheep medley. I guess if you're gonna kill an animal, then you may as well eat all of it. Haggis is usually served with neeps and tatties, which means mashed swede and mashed potatoes. I pretty much stopped eating meat and haggis kind of scares me, but I would eat a whole plate of it if I could be in Scotland now, just for like a week, because I love it there. Coming into number 6, we have roasted guinea pig. I guess you've gotta go with what you have, but this makes me pretty sad. In many places, guinea pigs are pets, so seeing them roasted or fried up is pretty harrowing. Nonetheless, this is a very common sight in Peru, and apparently they're delicious and much lower in fat. Locally called Cuy, apparently guinea pig meat is very high in protein too. I guess if you find this sad, you should consider how you would feel eating meat if you owned the animal you were eating on your plate as a pet. It might change things. I for one could never eat dog for that reason, because An abomination from the USA, we have Tropickles at number 5. So many people, admittedly including me, may be squeamish about some of the dishes already discussed on this list, but to be honest, they are way less crazy than Tropickles. At least the dishes above have natural ingredients, but Tropickles are pickles chemically flavored to taste like tropical. What does tropical taste like? I guess pineapple-y yet curiously red? I don't know, it's one of those fake flavors that America has invented, like blue raspberry. It just isn't a thing. Tropickles were rolled out in Walmart in 2017, and really they are taking novelty food to a new low. Are these a slap in the face to famine? I'm gonna say Possibly. America has so much food it can mess around with it in whatever way it wants. Gross in a very different way. At number 4 we have fish eyes. Fish eyes are pretty popular in China and Japan as well as in other parts of Asia. In these places some people think that eating them will help them see better, which is a myth like eating carrots. However, fish eyes are said to be high in nutrients and fatty acids. Apparently they're quite similar to eating egg yolks, but ugh, fishy egg yolks. Not for me. I actually think I might rather eat fish eyes than fish sperm, which is coming into number 3. That's right, in Japan they eat fish sperm, so there's that. The dish is also called Shirako, which means white children, so yeah. Lol. Popular sperm is from cod, salmon or pufferfish, and it looks like a gelatinous white buttery mess. I don't like jelly, so I really don't think that this is for me, even if it didn't come from a fish penis. To me this is crazy, but I guess we can't get too judgy because we eat eggs, which we could call chicken periods if we were being really crude about it. Some people eat caviar too, which is fish eggs, so if it's okay to eat one reproductive product, why not another? Okay, I'm not okay with this. Coming in at number 2 we have wasp cookies. Called senbei in Japan, these crackers contain actual wasps. Black wasps. These black wasps should at no cost be confused with raisins, because they're not. They're bugs. Bugs in biscuits are an absolute hard no for me, and I mean, I guess these things don't have stings, because wow. Finally, at number 1, the craziest food invention ever, something that the rest of us in the world have a lot of questions about. We have cheese in a can. Aerosol cans, tubes and tins are not places to keep cheese, but to be honest, real cheese can't be squirted from a can anyway. I repeat, this is not actually cheese. Cheese is ripened milk curd separated from whey. Cheese, often spelt with a Z, is a chemical creation of canola oil, sodium alignate, sodium phosphate, calcium phosphate, and a coloring. It may contain some cheese, like cake contains some egg, but it is not egg. Similarly, this is not cheese. Once again, this is not cheese. This will usually be reflected on the packaging, as they aren't legally able to call it cheese. Fake cheese will usually be called things like cheese flavored or a cheese flavored snack, cheese snack, cheesy. There is so much good actual cheese out there: a camembert, a smoked applewood, a port salut, a mature cheddar. I recently read an article from the Cheese Whiz creator who said that even he is horrified at easy cheese products. America, this isn't food, the rest of the world is judging you. So guys, that was the top 10 craziest foods that people eat around the world. Yes, I am a bit triggered about cheese, but guys, cheese matters. It does. If you guys love food, then let me know. Also, let me know what the craziest thing that you have ever eaten is in the comments section down below. I'm gonna try and reply to a few comments as well, because I love a good food chat. For now, I'm Rebecca Felgate. If you like this video, if you love food as much as I do, make sure you give it a good thumbs up, share it with a friend, and stay subscribed for more delicious top 10 lists. I'll see you next time.